Okay, ya. So from here, let's all begin with your rodillas dobladas, with your knees bent, and your shoulders here on the floor. So I'm gonna just take a few seconds to do puppet arms. Bueno, los brazos de la marioneta, and you're gonna pull them all the way in. So your shoulder blades down the back. Good. And then holding your shoulder blades anchored there, take your chin, your mentón, over cada hombro. So you're going to take your chin over each shoulder and just check in with your neck. See if you're experiencing any tension there. And then from here, I want you to keep your chin nice and neutral, right in line, just pulling in towards C3, towards the middle of the neck. And then I want you to take your two arms and vamos a flotar arriba y abajo. So you're going to float your arms up and down, a tu lado y también al lado de la cabeza. So you're going to take your hands to your sides and then on either side of your head. All right, so just waking up your upper body. And these little movements can be really great for just shoulder stability and mobility, and also for the sense of creating movement around the lungs. So even if you're feeling uber perezosa, if you're feeling super lazy, you can still just get on the floor and float the arms. So now we're gonna add on here just a few times. As your arms come down, go ahead and press and lift your pelvis up. As you lift la pelvis, you're gonna really push through the feet. Empujamos por los pies. And then from here, you're gonna take your brazos a tu lado. Good. So just feeling just that basic sense of coordination. Brazos al lado de las orejas, and then la pelvis arriba. Super bien. Good. So I want us to take a little pausa aquí. Take a pause with your arms in line with your hips, and you're going to stretch one espinilla afuera, otra espinilla afuera. So you're going to stretch one shin out and then the other. And I just want you to feel your isquiones, your sitting bones nice and anchored, and a stretch through the shin. Super bien. Good. Just waking up again. Pelvic stability after we did a little shoulder stability. So la estabilidad de la cadera y también de los hombros. Okay, so now we're going to shift this up a little bit. You're going to extend right leg and left arm together, and then left arm, right leg together. So creating little cambio here entre las ramas. All right. And again, keeping your navel, your ombligo adentro. Super bien. Just again, little waking up. All right, so now I want you to exhale, press both feet into the floor, and then just lift your isquiones, lifting your sitting bones as you squeeze the shoulder blades together, los omoplatos juntos. Good, and we'll just take a few more rounds. Abdominales, you're pulling the abdominal wall in and then lifting your coccyx, lifting the tailbone all the way up as you push, mientras empujando por los pies. Good. So now from here, let's inhale, squeeze, pull the shoulder blades together, and then exhale, lower your pelvis, take your two arms alongside the ears again. And now this time I want you to take your right leg, extend it, and then take your right ankle, your tobillo derecho, to your muslo izquierdo. Good, so now you're gonna exhale, lift your pelvis, press the arms down, and then take your arms alongside the ears. As you come down, extend your bottom shin, that's the left one. So you're gonna push through the arms, lift the pelvis up. As the pelvis comes down, the arms come up, and then you extend your left leg. So you're just gonna rotate here. Change positions here just a few times, going from working the front of the abdomen to working the glutes and the hamstrings. So feeling a little coordination. Good. So now I want you to try holding this little lift in the pelvis, and then we're gonna push the isquiones arriba. So you'll create little pulses here, pushing your left heel, el talón izquierdo. You're gonna push into el piso. Very nice. So again, waking up glutes, hamstrings. Muy bien. Let's set your pelvis back down on the floor, and now you're gonna extend the left shin, la espinilla, izquierda afuera, and then I want you to take the leg, just float the two legs down and up. Pull the front of your ribs, adelante las costillas, adentro, adentro, adentro. Good, and then you're gonna take this just a couple more times. 3, and 2, and 1. Very nice. Now see if you can hold that little configuration, putting the hands behind the head. Let's exhale, lift the pelvis. This is actually called la cabeza, your head. And then see if you can pull the abdomen in and pulse into that right from the belly. We'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So now you're going to tap the left toe down, lowering your head and chest. And then I want you to open your 2 knees, lift the head and chest, and then come right back down to that position. So you're going to exhale, open, and then bajamos. Exhale, open, just extending at the shins. Good. Try this just a couple more times. Head, legs, abdominales. Good. So now from here, hold everything out. The right leg, hacemos círculos. Make some circles. Uh-oh. We have a friend wanting in. Good. And then cambiamos la dirección de los circulitos. So you're going to change the direction of those circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. And then la misma cosa con la pierna izquierda. So you're going to take tiny little circles from inside the hip socket. Y cambiamos la dirección. So you're going to change the direction. Very, very, very nice. And then from here, let's exhale, hug everything in, and then just rock your back un momentito. Good. So waking it all up. Excellent. So now desde aquí, you're going to put your right foot on the floor, and then you're going to put your left tobillo right there on top. So now go ahead, take your arms alongside the ears for a moment, just waking this up. And then you're going to exhale, arms float down. And then you're going to extend the arms and extend your bottom shin. Let's exhale, push into the floor para subir otra vez. And then you'll extend, bend, lift, right? So estira, good. Doblamos y subimos. You lift up, levantando la pelvis. So let's try this just a couple more times. Just saying hello to this sense of strength. Good, a little sense of coordination. And then after your next round, go ahead, pause con la pelvis arriba. You're gonna just push and lift the sitting bones up. And if it helps you really deeply flex your right foot, you can even lift the toes off of the floor. So you're feeling that deep hamstring gluteal connection right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Desde aquí bajamos, and now from here you can extend the arms into the bottom leg. You could even put a little pulse of the arms in here too, and then you'll take 10, but really feel this at the base of the rib cage, right? That's how you engage the abdominal wall to help you do this lifting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now las manos detrás de la cabeza, so you put the hands behind the head, and then abdominales adentro. You're going to pull up 10, 9, y 8, y 7, y 6, y 5, y 4, y 3, 2, 1. Good. And now you're going to lower that leg, lower the head and chest, and now you're going to extend both shins and then tap right back where we were. So let's extend, and then we'll lower down. Nikki, just FYI, we will get to standing balance. If I didn't say that earlier, vamos a hacerlo. Good. Let's try 2 or 3 más por los abdominales. Really feeling the abdominal wall is lifting the head and chest and then helping you support a stable espalda inferior, low back as you lift. Última vez. Desde aquí, hold, and then circulitos con la pierna izquierda. So you're going to make tiny little circles with the left leg. And cambiamos la dirección. You change the direction other way. 2 and 1, and then circulamos. You're going to circle the right leg, and then vamos a hacerlo otra dirección. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let's bend both knees. Draw your knees over your chest and stretch, relax, release anything, anywhere you might have created a little tension inadvertently. Super bien. So now from here, arms alongside the ears, and then just let your feet come and hover above the floor, and then you're gonna tap them in. So I still want you to really, really deeply anchor through the front of the ribs, por las costillas, so that you feel that your lumbar spine is totally relaxed and supported here. Good, so pause, una pausa, and then you're gonna put las manos detrás de la cabeza otra vez, so hands back behind the head, and then you're gonna exhale, extend 2 shin bones, tap the toes. Here we go. Extend the shins, lift the head, tap the toes, lowering the head. Here we go. 5 y 4 y 3, right from the belly, y 2 y 1. Good. So now hold the legs, hold the arms out, and now you're going to create little pulses here. If your neck is bothering you, go ahead and place your head on the floor. No pasa nada. Here we go. Pulsing the arms. You'll inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inspiramos 4, 3, 2, 5. Expirar 4, 3, 2, 5. Inspirar y expirar. Inspirar, una pausa. Take a little pause. Hands to the inner thighs. See if you can pull your omoplatos, pull the shoulder blades up from the floor, and las manos aquí a tu lado. Inspiramos y expiramos. Inspiramos y expiramos. Inspiramos y expiramos. Muy bien. See if you can baja las piernas. You're going to lower the legs un poquito más. Omoplatos un poco más arriba. Here we go. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Última vez. 2, 3, 4, 5. Expira 2, 3, 4, 5. Bajamos. Let's put our hands on our tobillos. And then let's stretch one leg out. Hug it right back in. Estiramos otra pierna. You guys, I have to tell you, Bronwyn has started saying the funniest things. So she says often, otra más? Otra más? Which basically means like, other more? Other more? Okay, so now from here, take your deditos right over your pecho, and then take your arms alongside the ears, and then you're gonna lift and lower. Brazos y piernas otra vez. So you've got a little external rotation. Manos your hands are nice and relaxed. Alineado con las muñecas, right? So you're not holding a lot of tension in the limbs. You're just letting them float. Super bien. Let's go out, and then I want you to hold the arms alongside your ears. Tap your deditos del pie en el piso. So just tap the floor with your toes. 3, 2, 1. Stretch the legs out un poquito más. Tapping the toes. 3, 2, 1. Without creating a lot of extra arch in your back. The front ribs support you there. So now the legs out once again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Push your feet into the floor, pull the elbows into your sides, and then lift your pelvis up. And I just want you to get a big stretch. Let the front of the hips stretch. The shoulder blades pull together, neck completamente relajado. And then from here, you're gonna lower all of that right back down to the mat. And go ahead, squeeze your 2 knees, pull them up over the chest. Las rodillas sobre el pecho. And then exhale, let's rock up into a seated position. So you want to find yourself equilibrada encima de los isquiones. Las isquiones. You want to pull yourself right over your sitting bones and feel that balance. So now, just a couple of times. Los brazos arriba y abajo. Los brazos arriba y abajo, los brazos. So feel that shoulder stability just waking up. Super, super, super bien. So now leave your arms out for a moment and then open them wide and in. Ancho y bueno, estrecha. Ancho. And then cerramos. 2 y last time. Now from here, hold the arms where they are. Talones, just tap your heels into the floor. Belly is strong, conectado. Good. And now you're going to tap the toes into the floor. Try to keep your weight right where it is on your isquiones, right on top of your sitting bones. 2 and 1. Very nice. Go ahead. Push your palms into the floor. Lift the pelvis up. And now really feel your heels anchored. Let the knees separate a little bit. And then squeeze the knees. If you want to create a little lowering of the pelvis as you squeeze and lift, or after you squeeze and lift rather, try that. Very nice. Just a few more rounds of feeling your sitting bones. Taking that journey, supported by the glutes. Ya está. Good. So now, from here, let's go ahead. Bajamos. You're going to lower your pelvis. And I want you to point the 2 toes and then just extend your espinilla. So you're going to extend your right shin. Espinilla derecha, estirando y doblando. Good. So take that just a couple more times. 3 and 2 and 1. Now try it with your left arm out. 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. See if you can just hold that lift for a moment. See if you can lift the leg. Just tiny little pulse here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Lowering that down. Otro lado. Otro más. Good. Here we go. Otra más. Good. We also say a lot at this house today. Panza, pecho, por favor. Panza, pecho, por favor. That's a thing you can practice. Here we go. Taking that leg afuera y adentro. Good. Now see if you can not shift the weight, but just lift the arm and hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now hold that leg up and then tiny little pulses there. From inside the inner thigh. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's lower the leg down. Squeeze your 2 knees in. And then take your forearms, your antebrazos, al piso. So take your forearms to the floor. And then let's not sit and sink inside the shoulder socket, but actually really push and keep your chest open with intention. It might even help you to put your hands here on your ribs and just feel that your back is supported. So now from here, lift your 2 legs up just a hair, and then we're going to stretch and extend out. So again, belly, chest all stays nice and level right where it is. The other thing you want to avoid is looking at the ceiling, because that will really, really strain your neck in this position. See if you can keep your vista en las abdominales. Good. 2 and 1. Good. And we're going to hold those legs out, abdominales adentro, and then just tiny little pulse. 10, 9 and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bajamos, lower the legs, estiramos las rodillas. You're going to stretch your knees to one side y otro lado. Good. And then from here, una pierna afuera, otra pierna afuera. Exhale, can you extend the arms and hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift, rising up, big stretch. Take your sternum forward and then exhale, nos sentamos. Good. Let's try that a couple of times. Esternón adelante, you're taking your sternum forward and then just sitting up nice and tall. Adelante. Good. Recta. One more time. All right. And then so from here, let's just create a little circle with the arms. Good. And then use a big exhale to sit tall. Pull the abdominal wall in, and we're going to begin moving your columna, your spine to the floor. Lowering down. 5, 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Very nice. Check in with your neck. And then you're going to take your head and lift, and your hombros, and your omoplatos, y las costillas, y la espalda inferior, el sacro, and then your coccyx. Everything up. Good. So now everybody take a little twist through your ribs. Pon los pies a la derecha and then to the left, a la izquierda. Just a couple more rounds to really feel that you're creating that rotation through los abdominales. Now rotate and reach. So we'll inhale, sit up, rotamos, and then estiramos afuera. Good. So reaching and rotating. And just notice again, your weight stays anchored through your hips and through your abdominal wall. Good. So that the rotation happens in the ribs, the thighs are dropped. Very nice. So let's go ahead and sit all the way up. This time we're going to lower a hair. Estiramos a la derecha, you stretch to the right. And then a la izquierda. Very nice. A la derecha. And then a la izquierda. Última vez, a la derecha. Y a la izquierda. And then desde aquí bajamos 5. You're going to lower down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Muy bien. So now from here, manos a tu lado. Take your arms to your sides. Let's exhale, lift. See if you can get your abdomen up. And then you're going to stretch to the right and to the left and to the right. Now remember, you're listening to yourself, right? So if you're tired, you did a whole lot and this is too much for you, you're giving yourself permission to take little descansitos. Good. So now we're going to sit all the way back up once again. And then I want you to bend your 2 knees, push into the feet, lift, let the pelvis rise up. Right knee comes over the right hip, and then you're going to tap it down. So we'll take a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1. Stretch the leg out and in. We'll take 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. We'll stretch up and down. 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the leg lifted, sitting bones up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y otra cosa que decimos en esta casa, decimos basta pasta. So that means enough pasta. So let's set that leg down and take a big stretch forward. Vamos a hacerlo otro lado. We'll do that on the other side. Un ratitito. Good. And then we'll sit all the way up, 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 up. And then bring your brazos down. Bring your palmas abajo under your hombros. And then from here, vamos a subir otra vez. You're going to lift the pelvis. There again. Otro más. And then here we go. Your left leg is going to tap down and up. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And the leg's going to move out and in. Afuera, adentro. 3 y 2 y 1. And then up and down. Taking 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Holding that position. Sitting bones. Isquiones. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lowering the leg, lifting hips, pelvis one more time, and then basta pasta. Super bien. Estiramos. You're going to stretch over your legs. Otra vez. Oh, good. Nos sentamos arriba. So let's sit up once again. Everybody do little circles of your muñequita, of your wrists. The other thing to keep in mind, you all, if you feel too much neck pressure and strain when you're lifting in this, what they, tabletop type position, really important to make sure you take your gaze to the abdomen. Don't drop the hips and pelvis. That is going to insist that you strain your neck. So the more that you actually put your weight in your feet and lift through the glutes and hamstrings, the less the upper body has to strain. And that will just continue to be true and true and true till the end of time. Soles of the feet together, arms up, palms together for a moment. Un poco de aplauso. Give yourself a little applause. It's going great. And now I want you to exhale and open towards your computer screen. And you're just going to pull back with your rib cage and then pull forward with your rib cage. So you're going to reach back till you really feel obliques. And then you're really going to reach forward. So we'll reach back and then adelante. I want you to imagine that you could balance a really, really good book on your head while you're doing this. Tu libro favorito, whatever that is. Fiction, non-fiction, poesía, Lorca, Neruda, como tú quieras, okay? But you really want to feel that you're balanced there. Excellent. So now hold that stretch forward. And then you're going to reach back with your left arm, and I'm just going to fold towards the computer screen. So now I've got my whole body kind of facing forward. This bottom arm is stretched out slightly from my shoulder. We're going to bend into it and lift your top leg. And then exhale, stretch and lift. So bend and lift. Bend, and you can even pull a leg in and then extend. Bend. Good. In and out. Just taking this just a few times. Waking up your hip. Good. So now I want you to hold the bent position. Tap your toe. Dedido adelante del espinilla. So you're going to tap the toe in front of your shin. Tap it just a few times. Good. And then vamos a hacerlo atrás, adelante. Good. Para atrás, para adelante. Good. Try that just a few times, just waking up. Good. Now you're going to let the leg tap behind you. Down, down, down. Good. And then from here, you're going to stretch and extend it out. So 5 and 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Good. And then I want you to push through your bottom leg and exhale, lift the pelvis. Good. Let's try that like 3 times. You're going to push through the bottom leg, exhale, lift. Good. 2 more. Lift, estirando arriba. Good. And last time. Excellent. So now bend your top leg, stretch it behind you. Good. Estira la lengua también. Eso, Margarita. Cuidando el cuello siempre, ¿verdad? Okay. And then I want you to try one other little cosita. This is kind of like Anatanasana. So you can put your hand behind your thigh. Lo que tú quieres. And then you're just kind of hanging from it. Good. Then place that foot in front of you. And then you're just going to walk it around. So now we're facing the opposite direction. Y vamos a hacer la misma cosa. We're going to do the same thing, but from otra dirección. So hopefully this will be easier on your neck. Hopefully you should be able to continue to see. Remember, you know, all of us learning how to use the technology is just a continued practice. Always elusive and confusing. So here we go. Sit up tall and then reach the arm closest to the computer screen behind you, and then reach to the ribs and then reach back on the diagonal. So you're just trying to wake up intercostal strength, right? So find the range of motion where you can kind of sit comfortably in the hips and move your ribs. Costillas adentro. Good. So you can really feel your intercostal muscles trabajando contigo. Muy bien. Let's try this just a few more times. Really discovering your edge, your range of motion here. 2. Good. And then we're going to pause towards your back arm. Just kind of hang out there, feeling those muscles waking up. Good. And then I'm going to let that fold me over. And then, again, do a little check with this bottom arm. Make sure you get in a good position for your shoulder. Doblamos, estiramos. So you're going to bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Just waking up the hip. Estirando. Good. Really sending energy out through the palm of the hand y el talón del pie. So through the heel of the hand and through the heel itself. Good. Let's hold up top, bending this knee. Now you're going to stretch and extend just a few times. Good. And you're going to continue to feel shoulder blades connected and strong. Good. So now Hold, you're gonna take the knee bent right in front, tap just a few times. 3, 2, 1, y atrás, para atrás también. So here you go, you're just gonna take the foot in front of the shin and then back. Good, few rounds. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then from here, holding it back just a few times. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I know we added extra extensions, so let's just hold this leg right here for a momentito. And then if it feels nice, bring your hand there to your tobillo, to your ankle. Y estiramos la cadera. You're going to stretch the hip. Good. And then you're going to bring it in otra vez. And then you're going to place your hands here anywhere on the leg that makes sense for you. And take a big stretch. Oh, yes. Y no vaya a olvidar, porque tenemos que hacer así. Ah, madre mía. Here we go. Arriba y abajo. Para arriba y abajo. Para arriba. And let's call this the last time. Very nice. So now take that leg down, and then you're going to come onto all fours aquí. Good. Do a little head to tail, checking in. So you're letting your cabeza and your coccyx are going to lower, and then they're going to rise together, and you're going to keep your abdominal wall maintaining that strong connection in between. Good. So now let's go ahead and exhale. I want you to raise your left arm and right leg, and we're going to just alternate here in our liftings. Out, and then in. Afuera, and then in. Good. Trying this just a few more times. Just waking up your crawling strength. Gateando. Good. And now let's go ahead, pause with your right arm lifted, your left leg, and you're going to pull towards your center. Estiramos afuera, and then stretch out. Pull into the center, and out. Adentro, and then out. Adentro, and then out. Adentro, and then out. Last time, hold those limbs out. Take them down and up. Couple rounds, belly is in, lumbar spine long, open and close, just a few rounds, 3 and 2 and 1, and then we're gonna circle, 3, 2, 1, otra dirección, 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Hand to the foot, stretching back. Good. Just letting your hip get a little bit of release. Good, and then from here, una pausa, otra lado, let's do the other side. You can stretch reach your hips back for a moment. And then let's go back through all those things again. So cat your cow. Good. And now you're gonna lift your right leg, left arm. Good. And then we're gonna reach them out and pull them in. So press through the heel of the hand, press through the heel, por el talón, while you take them out. Good. Keep softness in your supporting elbow, your codo. Good. Taking 3 and 2 and 1. Now we'll hold them up, down and up together. 3, 2, 1. Open and close. 3, 2, 1. Circling. 3, 2, 1. Other way. 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Inhale, big breath. And exhale, hand and foot reach together. If they don't touch, totally fine to put your hand on your low back and just bend this knee. Como no? If your hand and foot come together, give that a go. También. Good. So now you're going to exhale, release those guys down. Send your 2 hips back for a moment. And then let's lift the hips. And then exhale, lower the hips, and move them all the way forward. So elbows down, knees rise up, knees lower. Feel that transfer of weight as you come to stretch forward. So this whole time, break these movements down and feel your abdomen connecting to your lumbar. Good. Feel your palms really firm, taking the weight of your body as you stretch forward. Just a couple more times. Good. And then I want us to pause with our hips in the air. Raise, keep a little flex in your right foot, and I want you to raise it up. Good. So again, the hips stay super estable, nice and stable. Good. And then you're going to hold that leg lifted, bend the heel to the sky, and then kick up just a few times. Come on. Burrito. O burro. Good. Dando patatas. Good. Like a little donkey. Kicking, kicking. 2 and 1. Excellent. Lowering that back down. Melting your 2 hips and knees. Don't worry, we'll do the other side in just a momentito, but let your back stretch. And then exhale with intention. Move the forearms. With intention, push through the hands. Lift through the hips. And now the left side comes down and up, right? I'm really focusing on pelvic stability here. La estabilidad de la pelvis mientras moviendo la pierna. Super bien. Okay, so now from here, hold, put a little bend in that knee, and exhale, kick up. Good. Keeping again, cuello relajado, so your neck is totally relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Lowering the leg, lowering your 2 hips, and then stretching, reaching back for a momentito. Very, very, very nice. Good. And then we're going to come for a moment onto all fours again. Curl your 10 toes underneath you, elbows to the sides of you. Just take a few tricep push-ups, waking up your fuerza. 2 and 1. Good. Can you hold the knees down? Can you lower your hips and pelvis down? Can you press through the hands? Lift open your chest and squeeze your elbows in. Good. So now take your ribs to the right, back through the center, ribs to the left, back to the center, ribs to the right, back to the center, ribs to the left, back to the center. Arms reach out, and you're going to take tiny little pulses, leading with your elbows up. Keep lifting the thighs. If it feels nice to kind of put a little pulse in the thighs, los muslos también puedes hacerlo. Keep trying to open and lift your chest. Good. Take a big breath. Lower everything to the floor. Exhale. Lift it up again. 2, 3 más. You're taking everything to the floor. Exhale. Lifting up. Good. Exhaling to lift. Expirando para subir. And then you're going to hold up. Rotate a la derecha, a la izquierda. A la derecha, a la izquierda. Good. Last time. 2 and 1. Good. Palms underneath your shoulders. Curling your 10 toes under. Press the knees into the mat. Exhale, lift up. And then take a little Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. Okay, so you're going to walk your hands now back towards your pies, towards your feet, and then you're going to move your blanket, if you've been using a blanket, out of the way, and you're going to take a nice long forward bend. So vamos a mover un poco la cabeza, your cuello, get a nice big stretch in here. Push through the feet, and exhale, come up. Okay, so we're up, we're standing for the first time in class. Everybody try just some little weight shifts. So I'm moving to my right and then to my left through the abdomen. Good. Good. So I'm going to feel that my hips are going to stay right in line with my ribs and shoulders. So I'm not hiking the hip up just because my foot is lifting. So the next time you take your weight to the left, I want you to hold it there. Good. And want you to take your right foot forward and back just a few times. If the arms up in the air is good, just feeling, again, your weight getting stable on your left side, forward and back through the right. Good. So now you're going to pause with the leg back, lift it out on the diagonal. Take 10 and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, feeling external rotators right here. 3, 2, 1. Good. Now holding that leg, stretch it forward, step adelante. So now you're going to step into it. I want you to do like a breaststroke as you come forward. So you're going to push, stretching, reaching out, push. So it's like the arms are floating. En tu río favorito, me gusta. Bueno, Guadalupe is good. I like the Blanco también. Good. And then let's go ahead and pause with your weight now moving into this front leg. You're going to exhale, pull the back leg up, and then set it right back down. You can take your arms up if you like. So the leg will pull in, we'll reach it back. Leg pulls in, we'll reach back. Leg pulls in, we'll reach back. So that one more time. Now holding the leg behind you, push off into it. Find a little warrior 3. Stay here in your warrior 3. You can imagine, again, you're still swimming in tu río favorito. You're still swimming in your favorite river. And then you're going to exhale and see about a nice little float over your right leg. Lifting the left leg up if that feels nice too, if that feels like it's your jamsies. Good. Also, if you're losing your balance, just put the back leg, the left leg on the floor. Y no pasa nada. So you can stay here in this pose. You could also play with taking your right hand and left foot together for a moment. Just pat and touch them. You can take your left hand to your left foot, pat and touch. Just a couple times, just helping keep that proprioceptal connection. You really feel where your limbs are in space. Good. And then if you like, just with soft knees all the way around, exhale, lift to standing, shake it all about. Okay, otro lado, todo el mundo. All right, so we're gonna do all of that on the other side. I'm coming to the other side of my mat so you can see me, hopefully. Este es el plan. I have no idea what time it is. Oh, we're doing okay. We're gonna do this sequence. We'll do a couple more standing bounces for Nagin, and then we're gonna Shavasana it up. So everybody shift your weight un poco times. A little bit, right and left. Lado y lado. Good. I'm feeling your belly connect, your ribs in, todo eso. Good. So then the next time, and when it feels right to you, pause, hold your weight on your right side, and then you're gonna let the left leg tap forward and back. So moving it forward and back. Good. And then we're gonna hold it out on that little diagonal. I'm gonna try to move my weight a little forward. Down and up, 10, 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stretch that back leg forward. Step into it and swim. Right? Stepping in and swimming out. Stepping in. Good. Just feeling a little coordination between all of your limbs. Couple more times. Good. And then we're going to pause. Hold a little weight in your front leg. Exhale, lift the back leg up. Tap it back. And exhale, lift it up. And tap it back. Exhale, take it up. Tap it back. So that one more time. And then if it feels nice, holding back here for just a moment. And then you're going to exhale, take the weight into your left leg, swim it out. Good. And then again, as you lose balance, just put the back leg down, no pasa nada. And then if it feels nice, you can take your weight down towards the floor and get a big stretch of this leg again. If this feels better, put the leg down, no pasa nada. Good, and if you want to tap hand, opposite hand and foot towards your heel, these are options. Lo que tú quieras. Good. And then you can just, in a slow, steady, easy, comfortable way, find yourself back to standing and just slow dance un poquito. Good, so let's try just real fast, for fun, a little bit of a hip external rotation, and we'll start moving our way down. So you can lift, this is my left leg, it might be easier for you to mirror me and do your right. Putting the foot there on your thigh and hanging out for a moment. Maybe your hands on your espalda inferior, so maybe your hands on your low back, and then maybe you'll want to exhale, stretch, come over this leg, maybe let the arms come down and stretch. You can again play with maybe bending this knee a little, down and up. Good, and then once again, finding yourself all the way back up. Exhale, release, shake into your weight. Good, let's try that on the other side. So you'll pick it up, cross at the ankle, lift maybe in the arms, maybe take the hands to your low back. Whatever está funcionando para ti, whatever is gonna work for you. And then vamos a poner las manos en el piso, your hands on the floor, bending and straightening your rodilla. Good. And then exhale, lifting, 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 all the way back to standing. Oh, let's see, do you have time for, let's do one more little pose of external rotation and standing balance, because Nikine wants it. And anything Nikine wants, ella puede tener. So now I'm gonna turn my right toes out, might be your left. We're gonna inhale, stretch, estiramos sobre esta pierna. You're gonna come stretch over this leg. Good, and then check in with your rib cage here for just a moment. Big stretch, check in with your top arm un ratito. Good. And now, if you like, just bend this knee ever so slightly. Big stretch over it. And then if you like, take that hand down to the floor, top hand to the hip. Exhale, push your weight into your left leg, and you can come over into Ardha Chandrasana. Very nice, and then that foot can come right back down. Oh my goodness, hand to the low back. We won't be overly fancy, we're running out of time. So you'll exhale, stretch, turn your toes in. Good, exhale, right back up to a standing position. Stretch the opposite leg, whatever leg you haven't done, it can come out. And then you're gonna stretch sobre la pierna. So you're gonna stretch over that leg, estirando las costillas, really reaching the rib cage. That's the thing that comes out. Your hips, instead of moving back, se mueve adelante. You're gonna move them forward, check in with your top arm. Good. And then from here, if it feels safe, if it feels comfortable, take that bottom hand to the floor, lift, stretch, reach your opposite leg up. Just creating energy through your legs. And then vamos a bajar otra vez. You'll lower that arm, lower the leg, stretch over. And then we'll come right back through to your center, melting over in a wide leg forward bend. Uh-oh. Okay. Shall we take a fancy way to the floor? Fancy? You wanna go fancy? Okay, if you want to not go fancy, go your way. If you want to go fancy, this is my right leg. I'm going to move it just to my left, bend my knees, and roll all the way to the mat. So, everybody, just before we take breaths together, do a little check-in. How is your human? Is there anything you should have stretched that you didn't stretch? I'm bending one knee, sending my hips away from my bent knee and taking my top arm back, which feels pretty awesissimo. Okay, so just do whatever might be helpful for you. And then when you feel ready, go ahead, lengthen your limbs out and find your body in a nice X position if it feels nice. Puedes poner las manos en el torso. You can put your hands on your torso. Just feel your breath move through you a few times. Maybe each breath, cada respiración, you can do a little longer, un poco más larga. Cada inspiración, cada expiración. See if you can take these breaths through the nose, por la nariz. Okay, and then we're going to stretch your arms up. And then we're going to take your knees and pull them in sobre el pecho, over your chest. And then you can just rock your cadera lado y lado. Stretch your hips side to side, front to back. And then we're going to roll to one side. Rest for a momentito. Then push through the arms and let's sit all the way up. Okay, everybody, con las manos juntos with your hands together. Bow the head, close the eyes. Your practice is a gift. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Namaste.